Hi, Zach Reiser here, and welcome back to another Bass Effects review video. Today I am getting into the Ripley Fall from Jam Pedals. As you heard at the beginning of the video, the Ripley Fall is full of tons of wet, wobbly, and lovely worlds of analog modulation. It contains a two-stage phaser, a chorus circuit, and a vibrato circuit, and then a multi-speed circuit that gets you up into kind of the pseudo-Leslie territory. A quick rundown of the controls, and there's quite a few, so bear with me. The blue knob is the speed of the phaser, the red knob is the speed of the chorus or vibrato, the yellow knob is the depth of the chorus and vibrato. This is the switch that essentially pulls your dry signal in and out, so it gives you either chorus or vibrato. This is kind of, you can think of it as almost like a depth control, but it's really more about kind of how much the chorus or vibrato is accented. So in the plus position, it's a stronger chorus vibrato. In the minus position, it's kind of a more subtle chorus and vibrato. Foot switches. This activates the chorus, this activates the phaser, and yes, you can run them both independently and simultaneously, so it really is a dual modulation pedal here. The button in the middle is a pretty cool feature. It essentially gives you two different ranges of speed. So when the light is not on, it's kind of a slow to medium speed for the chorus and vibrato. When the light is on, it's like a medium to a really fast speed of the chorus and vibrato. The two other things you can't see is on the side of the pedal, we have an input for expression control of the speed of the chorus and vibrato or expression control of the depth in chorus and vibrato. So let's get into the wobbly world of chorus and phaser, but before we do, here's my bass's dry tone Dingwall ABZ 6-string on the neck pickup. So I'm going to start with the Ripley Fall by itself, but then of course at the end of the video I'm going to combine it with a bunch of other pedals on my board. So let's start with the simple side of things, which is the phaser. It just has one control, speed, and it's a nice subtle two-stage phaser. So switching over to the chorus side, I'm going to leave it in the plus position because on bass is relatively subtle in terms of high frequencies. So I think the chorusing sounds usually better on bass when it's in that higher position. We're starting on the lower speed setting because this light is not on, and let's hear what this sounds like. So I've switched that plus minus switch to the down position because now I'm going to engage the higher speed setting. And at the really high speeds, when you're in that plus mode, it gets real wonky. And I'll turn that on at the end to show you what that sounds like. But for most of the time, I think it sounds a little bit more musical when it's in the down position when you get into those super fast speeds. So just as a quick example, max depth, max speed in that plus position. So a quick example of the expression control. I have plugged an expression cable into the speed control on the chorus side of things, and I'm in the faster speed mode. Now the speed knob, when you have an expression pedal plugged in, does absolutely nothing. So the setting there does not matter. What matters is my foot. So if I move my foot forward, the speed goes up like this. And this is a really nice way to get into kind of that pseudo Leslie territory where you can control the slow and fast speeds. So switching from chorus to vibrato mode, which essentially takes out your dry signal, I have the depth and the plus knob in the kind of most extreme positions because I think this gives you the most bang for your buck on bass. I'm in the slow speed mode and I'm controlling the speed with my foot. Now, one note about analog bucket brigade style chorus and vibrato pedals, when you take the dry signal out, you will notice that there's a little bit of high-end roll-off, and that's because they usually filter out some of the top end to get rid of the noise that those bucket brigade chips can produce. So last setting with just the Ripley fall by itself, I have a chorus and a phaser going on at the same time. Nice deep lush chorus sounds like this by itself. And then that two-stage phaser by itself. And now running them both together. All right, it's time to add some stuff to the Ripley fall, because in my opinion, modulation gets really fun when you're dealing with more complex harmonic content. So let's start with something very simple, just a light overdrive. I'm using the Way Huge Smalls Pork and Pickle with my bass by itself. It sounds like this. And let's start by running that into that nice luscious phaser. So keeping that overdrive pedal on for a second, I want to show kind of a Leslie speaker thing again, but this time I'm not going to use an expression pedal because not everyone has an expression pedal. So this is where that speed foot switch really comes into play. When it's not lit up, I'm on my slow Leslie sound. When I click that foot switch, I go to my fast Leslie sound. Moving on from the kind of classic traditional bass tones that you can get with chorus and phaser, it's time to move into the synth bass side of things. So I'm running my Boss OC2 Octaver full wet into my 3-leaf Audio Doom 2 fuzz pedal by themselves. They sound like this. And now let's run that into a really thick, lush chorus. Same thing, but into the phaser side of the Ripley fall. And now both the chorus and the phaser together. So let's hear this synth bass octaver into fuzz combo into the vibrato side of the Ripley fall. Now, yet again, this is cutting my dry signal out, and yet again, I'm losing a little bit of top end, so you're going to hear that fuzz is a little bit more subdued. So stepping away from the synth bass side of things here, we're going to go a little bit more textural. I've taken a custom preset on my Eventide H9 that sounds like this. And we're going to run that into a very lush chorus on the Ripley Fall, and then add a little bit of phaser just for good measure. So last sound sample for you here. We're going to go for more of kind of a synth lead tone here. So I'm using just that 3-leaf audio Doom 2 by itself. Sounds like this with no other effects. Let's warm that up though with some nice slow chorus. Let's make it go one kind of dimension deeper with some phaser. And let's take it to outer space with a nice black hole reverb on the Eventide H9. So that is my demo of the Ripley Fall from Jam Pedals, a very warm, luscious, all analog, multi-modulation chorus, vibrato, phaser pedal. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. It really does help me out, and I'll be back very shortly with more videos. Thank you so much for watching.